The 7 raised bog sites targeted by this project have undergone historic damage through peat cutting, burning and drainage. This has acted to dry up the peatland, resulting in habitat loss, degradation of the peat, resulting in release of carbon dioxide gas, and invasion of woody shrubs and invasive grasses that outcompete the important sphagnum mosses. This is why it's really important that we re-wet these peatlands and restore their natural functions. Sphagnum mosses are really the building blocks of peatland. They act like a sponge, holding water at the surface to help keep the bog wetter for longer during dry periods. Dead sphagnum gets deposited as peat in the waterlogged conditions, and over thousands of years, over 30 metres depth of peat can be created in this process. Globally, peatlands store 3 times more carbon than all the world's trees, and through restoration we can enable this process of carbon sequestration to continue, helping in the fight against climate change. Raised bogs and all peatlands provide multiple benefits to the environment, wildlife and people. They are home to rare plants, they store carbon from the atmosphere and can store and purify water. They provide a fascinating insight into our environmental, climatic and even human history. They are also great places for people to visit and enjoy nature at its best. The Welsh Raised Bogs Life project have been restoring 7 sites across Wales back to a healthier condition through removal of invasive plants, introduction of light grazing and re-wetting through the installation of dams and bunds. We've worked closely in partnership with communities, landowners and contractors to help deliver our restoration programme.
Carn is one of the largest active raised bog systems in the lowlands of Britain, with peat up to 12 metres deep. The reserve is famous for its unique 3 raised bog domes, with the River Tavy running through the middle and extensive floodplain habitat surrounding it. Over the last 4 years, we've used several restoration techniques on this site, including 34 kilometres of bunding, removing over 260 hectares of scrub, and we've even built a bridge over the river to help diggers access the bog. Alongside this work, we've also been monitoring some of the species that make this site so special, such as breeding otters. We have been monitoring their patterns at Carn to help us avoid sensitive areas whilst we undertake our work. In total, we have created 34,698 metres of low-level contour bunding. We profiled 9,000 metres of old bunds. We've mowed 40 hectares of Molinia grass, installed 33 plastic piling dams, 5 timber notch dams and 2 sluices. We've treated 160 hectares of invasive scrub, as well as new access ramps for machinery and 4 handling pens for livestock.
Cwsvotno is one of the largest and most intact examples of a raised bog in England and Wales. Despite a past history of drainage, peat cutting, burning and even potato farming, the bog still has some of the best examples of rare sphagnum mosses in Wales, as well as lots of the rare wildlife such as rosy marsh moth and the bog bush cricket. The project has helped to restore the natural functions of this important ecosystem through the installation of over 50 kilometres of bunds, the treatment over 122 hectares of scattered scrub and the improvement of fencing infrastructure to facilitate conservation grazing of the site.
Monitoring has been a key component part of this project, not only so we can understand the impacts of the work we're doing, but also so we can evidence our work and share best practice with our colleagues across the UK.
This project would not have been possible without funding given to Natural Resources Wales from the EU LIFE programme grant, with support from Welsh Government and Awdurdod Parc Cenedlaethol Eryri.